A lot of people did text in, Dak can't elevate receivers like Brady did. I want to be very honest about this. The Cowboys front office knows that. Okay? They love Dak Prescott's connection with his teammates in the locker room, how excited they get about when he does make a big play, which he makes a lot of big plays. They love what Dak Prescott brings to this team, but they know for a fact that he is not Aaron Rodgers. They know he is not Tom Brady, but they know that they have to build a better team around him in order for him to be a good quarterback that can win the playoffs.
Right. That's a fact. Look, he's not Tom Brady in his prime. He's not Aaron Rodgers in his prime. He's not Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. We know that, and we don't care. Okay? He doesn't. It's fine that he's not. Nobody is. There are two ways to go about this. If you don't have Patrick Mahomes or whatever as your quarterback, you have two choices. Build the best possible team around the player that you have and hope that his career year happens to coincide with the defense's career year, and you get lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Or rip it up, tear it down, and try to find Patrick Mahomes. Those are your two choices.
Couple of things here from the 469. If he can't elevate, how did Schultz disappear without Dak? Well, Schultz was injured for one.
Schultz was injured, and Schultz
benefits from their wide open shotgun game.
He benefits because Dak likes the short passing game and the safety net that is Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, and whenever they're wide open like that, you have more of those opportunities for coverage downfield, and Schultz is open underneath.
Like,
they didn't do that with Cooper Rush.
I don't think in prime Dez would be as effective with Dak as he would have been with Romo.
Okay.
Romo was more of a risk taker, go downfield more.
Yep.
Even though Dak goes downfield, and it's a bad perception that Dak doesn't, but
he can absolutely.
He absolutely can. But Romo threw the ball up a lot.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, okay,
lots of risk. He was not risk averse.
No, and that helped Dez because Dez was great at that. Dez was great at the jump ball. So I don't think an in prime Dez has nearly the career he would have had with an in prime Romo. But that doesn't mean that Dak is a bad player. It's just they're different, and the style. The style helped Dez out.
From the 775, Mahomes and Allen have hints of elevating their receivers. Dak ain't that conversation, partly because he hasn't elevated Gallup, has he? Gallup
got paid, man.
Gallup got paid, and he would get paid elsewhere too.
Yeah, Dak elevated a third-round wide receiver and got him, really, really good money. Like Dak, let's not kill Dak here and be unfair. Dak elevates players. He doesn't elevate players at the same rate as Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. Okay. We get it. He doesn't. That's because he's not those guys. Those guys are generational talents.
Yes, they absolutely are.
Dak's just a really good player. A great player, whatever you want to say.
Is that something that people need to I don't think we've come on here on our show. I don't think y'all's show definitely and just sit here and said, you know what? Dak is the next god on football. I haven't heard a single show. I also haven't heard a single show just say he's the worst quarterback ever. He's somewhere in the
6 to 10.
Yeah, sure, 6 to 11,
whatever,
somewhere in that range, that's good.
You can win a title with that.
Tony Romo was good. He was 1 year. Tony Romo was maybe a top quarterback in the league. Every other year, he was somewhere between 6 and 10. And if you argue against that, you're wrong.
I think 2007 and 2014.
Okay. 2014, he could have been number one. His numbers, we went through that. His numbers showed he trusted his run game. His efficiency was phenomenal. That was the 1 year that in 2007, he was still, I think, more Romo than that. But he was very like DeMarco Murray, I trust this thing to work. And a bad no catch on Dez screwed that whole thing up because he was doing the formula of that season.
Sure. Yeah, he wasn't physically as good as he was in 2007.
And it's fine to be a good quarterback with a great team around you. And that's what the Cowboys are trying to work towards right now. And, from the 201, guess Cedric Wilson got his bag by himself. Dalton getting his bag next year, but okay. Yeah, so there's lots of ways that Dak has done it. And I think a lot of people, if you can just accept that this guy's a pretty good quarterback and you're going to have an opportunity to win big games, that's something that's a reality that if you had, I don't know, man, if you had the Clint Sterners and Quincy Carters around here again, you're not going to be feeling that way each year. And I think it's a better argument to have now that we have that opportunity that Dak's got this team in the position that it is. And I feel a lot better having Dak on the field and knowing who my opponent's going to be. I don't care who the opponent is now. Quite honestly, Cooper Rush, I don't want to play the Eagles. And whoever the opponent is now, I'm like, I'm fine with it. I got Dak on the field. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, you compete with anybody. I think there'd be they'd be a major dog to Buffalo or Kansas City, right? But if you got your quarterback, it's like, yeah, we're a dog. Let's go though. Let's go. I'm ready.
Simple question: what's the price tag for a 6 to 10 quarterback? About what Dak
about $40 million.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the situation that the NFL has gotten themselves in. Is that you get paid that much when you're a franchise quarterback, which Dak is.
Yeah, if you're a quarterback that's worthy of re-signing, that's what you're going to get.